Today is Monday, but my Southeast people are at home. PVC registration is sitting at home too. Zara Onyinye. The activist and member of the APC, Zara Onyinye, took to her Facebook timeline where she said that today, being Monday, her people from the Southeast are sitting at home as a result of the sit-at-home order, which was introduced by IPOB. Recall that some Southeast governors, notably the governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Soludo, openly declared an end to the sit-at-home order in his state, but after his declaration, hoodlums and miscreants attacked those who failed to observe the order. Zara Onyinye said these people in the Southeast are still celebrating their weekend as they won't go out today, while others in other regions are out already. She said PVC collections and registrations is also sitting at home as INEC officials may not be around today. Most people in Southeast region have been sitting at home every Monday despite the declaration of Southeast governors that the order has been nullified. Won't this affect PVC collection and registration in the region? It's one day out of the week. The rest of the 6 days, they can go and collect. I don't understand. I think this is an example of at least structure and order. I mean, it's not a thing where, they start something and then they don't finish it. I think this is something you can say, okay, they've started this. They didn't expect it to go for this long, this sit-at-home order. And for the fact that the governor has come out to speak against it and basically declare that, you know what, this act or this movement is nullified. Do not do it. And people still choose to do it. I know they always say miscreants and da-da-da-da. I mean, yes, there have been instances where people have tried to go about their normal business, but some of people's stores have been attacked, and so that happened rarely. When that happened, everyone conformed. I think they also have to understand that the power of the people is greater than the people in power. So yes, if the people choose Imagine if the people choose and decide they're going to sit at home, they're going to sit at home. At the end of the day, it is their votes that you need. You're not out here to judge them and say, why are you not going out to get your PVCs? Because technically, if they don't vote, then do you get there? That's the point. But however, you have gotten there. It's like a spoiled child. You have gotten to where you wanted without them anyway. So it's a thing where it's like, why are you bothered all of a sudden? It shows the fight is not really against them or having to do the elections. It's basically another target, another way to go against or talk about Biafra or IPOB. So it's as simple as that. There's nothing more to the story, as if the rest of the days in the week, again, if people decide to do what they want to do, why are you complaining? It has nothing to do with you. Somebody, the first comment here states, mind your own religion, madam, and leave Igbos alone. It's like once these people convert to she's now senseless. I don't know much about this woman, but it seems as though, obviously with her dressing, she's converted. Okay, interesting. This lady is always seeking for unnecessary attention. Are you in the Southeast? Is it your problem? Do not cry more than the bereaved. We are not complaining. Again, they've made a choice. What can you do? And it's quite embarrassing if the governor has come out to say don't do this, and the people are like, what? Like blatant disrespect. At this point they might as well just call it rebellion, but then they wouldn't blame the people. Of course, IPOB and Biafra is who they're gonna blame. At the end of the day, I think for the fact that IPOB and Biafra are not even trying to go against Peter Obi really shows that they're actually a very peaceful organization. Because if they claim to cause trouble as, these other parties push for that narrative, then anything that is not Igbo sovereignty, then they will not align. But they also want things to work. At the end of the day, the movement has just been pushed because of how bad things are in the country, and in a bid to find a solution, they're just like, you know what, we actually wanted to leave in the first place. We might as well just start packing our bags and go back to that movement. So I think I guess you can say the Igbos are just you can describe the Igbos as that specific sibling that's just like, you know what, you're stressing me out. I'm going to pack my things. I will go and I will leave this house because you are stressing me. That's the energy that they give. But the thing is, when everything is fine, they're also willing to comply. So I guess you do what you want with that information, but it's just is what it is. Somebody Here, another person states, no reasonable investors will invest in your land. Make sense. Oh, please get sense before it is too late. Stop defending criminality. This woman should go sit down and shut up. I mean, again, everyone is literally. I think one thing a lot of people do, especially in women in politics, I think it's just a lot of name calling. I mean, whoa, it's crazy. I mean, down. Like, I mean, the names, you can call her a stupid woman, you can call her that, but then trying to disrespect her womanhood and call her names that are literally unnecessary. I mean, it's so unnecessary. You can say other insults. I mean, not that it's okay to insult, because you can also use the argument that, you know what, I mean, every day, do you know how much curses Buhari is literally compounding for himself? But yeah, I mean, despite the fact that she may not be the most liked person, it is what it is. What is your concern? Face your business and not the Southerners or the Southeast. Campaigns are coming up, so again, at this time, it's not surprising to have different storylines just flying around. And I think for Nigerians, this is something we go through every single time. Every single time there's a big outbreak or there's a change that is coming, especially when it has to do with people uniting, you know, there's always news flying around. And I think we do tend to get distracted. It's not our fault. I mean, look at what happens in the country every single time. So in a very volatile state, anything that can add to the fire, attention will be, given to that. So I think, if anything, Nigerians need to learn in moments like this, as I say, what news to focus on and what news not to. Because I think right now, as much as Tinubu is a big name, the conversation has switched totally to if he attended secondary school or primary school. And it's like, okay, fine. It is pretty much shocking because you can't get to that kind of level to be a president and get there. But then Supreme Court said in 2019 that Buhari didn't need WAEC to go into or to be a president. So what are we talking about? I just think, again, with that conversation, we've literally left all relevance as it comes to why he should be a political or a candidate or a valid one. And now we're talking about if he went to school or not, and everyone has become an inspector or an investigator where we're actually looking for facts to prove. It is funny. But yeah, I just wanted to say that there are conversations that will be flying around that some will be relevant, some will gain traction. But I think, again, you can't undermine the role of the media and how, stories can be manufactured to get a response. So yeah, it is what it is. I think campaigns are coming up now. Everyone just stay focused as to what you want to do. Who are you going to vote for? How will 2023 go? That's the question to you. There really isn't much to say about this lady. I mean, again, in terms of the relevance to the conversation, there really isn't much. I think this is it. In simple terms, it's basically a tactic to get on the nerves or just try to attack Biafra. I mean, and I think it's just like, damn, like, these people have not done anything. Like, it's literally been weeks and they are not even in the news like that. Literally, I mean, come on, guys. How silent or how inactive would you say IPOP has been in the last month? Literally, like, they have not done anything. And it just goes to show. I mean, and for the fact that she represents APC as well. Do what you want with that information. It is what it is. Put what you think about this in the comment section.